Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth me BANTO. We're back here and I want to show you guys some new things that I've been working on off screen. And also see that we have our gate here. It has been built down. And I started to move some new turrets here, so we're switching out to the turnip shooters. So instead of them, we're going to be using these turrets, which are having a little bit more of ammunition before you have to reload them. And I do also think that they deal a little bit more damage, but since there are no damage numbers shown, I'm not entirely sure, but I do have 5 more shots than the turnip shooter. That should be pretty nice. And we will see, might be doing some better traps here soon. And hopefully this way we will also be able to repair these a little bit easier from like down here or up here. Because when I had it on this one, they didn't want to go and repair those. So we're gonna remove these ladders, because we don't want the enemy to climb into our town pretty much. So some stuff I've been working on is this thing here, which is one of our new houses. That is a pretty big one. This is how it ended up looking. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think it turned out pretty interesting. I did some different things with the roofs here and a big chimney going up there. This one has quite a bit of rooms inside. I was a little bit unsure first what I wanted to do with it. But then I decided that it should have a lot of beds, so it will be beds for like travelers. Here we will have some beds, 2 small rooms for travelers. And then if we go upstairs, here we have a lot of benches around the chimney, some new stairs going to the next floor, and then we have a double bedroom here. Above we have another double bedroom. And at the other side we have a single bedroom with a bit of ornated furniture and a little bit more fans for maybe a more richer person. And then we also do have a double bedroom up here. And this one, I will see how I do with sharing this one, simply because when you do a house like this, when you dig down, as you can see here, it is hard to like transfer like how you're supposed to build it. Because you do need to get the specific sizes. I do have it sitting here. So you would have to have this first one. 25 by 29 and then 3 in height. And then you need this part and that. So I will see, if you guys want me to share it, feel free to let me know. But there's also possibilities to make it be above ground. So we can do a version also that would be like that. And then we would, instead of doing what we have here, would add some extra things here. So we will see. I kind of like when it's down below ground, looks pretty nice. So then we got something more. Out here in the water I made another house which is not fully done yet. So I wanted to make something new and interesting, and this is what I came up with. I think it looks pretty interesting, it's pretty cool, very different, a lot of things going on for it. But I still need to work on the inside here to make it look good. I have to work with the floors and tweak them around, because when you go through the door you don't want to hit this wall and fall down in the water, right? I think that's gonna be a pretty cool house once I get that one done. And that means also we should be working very soon on the harbor. Get some piers and stuff going out. Prepare for making boats, so that would be awesome. And I think that entire thing with the harbor is really gonna make our town looks more like a real town. Like we have walls, and once we get a harbor, I think that will make it look even more as a town. Then we do have another new house, so I've been making a few new houses. So we got our big home, and this one also did kind of the thing with the roof here, this thing. And made this little thing sticking out here. So I think that looked pretty nice. Got 2 bed spots in this one. Got some chairs and table and a chimney, of course. I must have once to get the Nordling mod to get chimneys to make it all the much cozier than it was before. And also did make a red version, yeah, simply because I felt like I wanted to have another kind of color for it. I think it's kind of fun because this top here, it kind of a little bit looks like a Viking boat, and that was kind of the idea of the middle thing. So we will see where we place this. We will have this big one sitting here. And later on we will see, I might be moving the shepherd's fields to some different place, but I think for now it will be pretty good. And perhaps it's then also time to extend the road a little bit, like make a road here. along the shepherd. And we do have spring now, that's nice. Only 5 more days though. The spring here is very, very short in Arctics. So it passes by very, very quickly. So the gate is sitting here. Let's make a little road. We do maybe yes 3 in width. I think that would be okay for this little spot here. I know there were some requests for roads as well, so I will look into making some like roads so you can download them as well to be fitting. Makes different parts that we can reuse and stuff. Because that do save a lot of time when you have pre-made roads, as long as it works. It really depends on if you want to curve things and stuff like that to always make it work. So it looks like we got some invaders. Oh, here they are at the gate. So they took the wrong gate for us. It would be nicer if they took this one, because then we would have our powerful towers sitting here, our turrets. Fine, because for some reason these guys are not attacking, which is pretty good. So let's move our troop together here first, should be the best. Because they do take a little bit longer, some of the people. Okay, let's go fight these guys. Let's go fight them. I think we should be able to handle them. Let's see, do we get a cleric here soon? Oh, there's the cleric. Let's go out. Let's go and take on maybe the ogres first. I also added some new things, by the way, and added a mod called Unit Frame Plus, and it do give this thing down here which is super useful. So with that thing you can toggle the job on and off while having, for example, a party of soldiers selected. And that way, instead of having your people like patrolling around, like not really doing much things, just it looks pretty cool when they patrol. But instead of that, you can toggle the job off and they will be helping with moving resources and picking stuff up, and it does help a lot. So the less harfling you have, the more useful it's gonna be to have your soldiers help with that. So there we go, guys, we defeated them. Oh, Case is the Gravekeeper as a knight level 6, that's pretty awesome. Hero's Horn, the knight sound a horn of in combat, drawing attention to enemies both near and far. And it's pretty cool with the Project Ace, because the knight will actually blow the horn. It's not just a buff going on, they will actually blow the horn, so that is pretty cool. That worked out. So if you want our people to go haul stuff again, we also disable the job there. And you're able to do the same thing with the other halflings. It just is for soldiers, it's super useful. And we also do have obligation time tracker mod that allows us to trigger potions and trigger market stalls, and then we can trigger them to auto use on cooldowns. So whenever, for example, the energy tonic is out of cooldown, we will use it if you have a potion available. And another thing that has happened is that our shepherd is now level 3, which meant that we could have sheeps. And they're gonna be living in this one. It looks like we have some bunnies there though, not really sure why. But we do have some bunnies there, it seems, or maybe they are bunny sheeps. I'm not actually sure why there's bunnies here. Are these guys maybe going over to this one because they're so close to each other or something like that? Because they are 2 separate pages. This one we can have bunnies and this one is supposed to be for sheep. So not really sure what's going on here. If they are like too close to each other or something like that. I think these guys just moved over to this one to sleep in that one. It kinda looks like it's something like that going on. And maybe we should focus mainly on... let's focus on having sheeps for now. So let's go and I guess we harvest these bunnies when it's possible to do so. So let's start maybe doing a little harbor. something like that. I think that will work out pretty good. And this house, I think we can move it for now. So we can focus mainly on this. Then we will see where we will be putting out that house later on. I heard that some building got done. Maybe it was the road. I guess it was. So there we go, we got some basic things going on here, and then we need some of these pier things to go out, and that will be kind of where the boats will be like docking to. So I'm not sure if we should have one at the furthest out. Let's do one maybe here, would be pretty good. Something like that, looks pretty good. And I think I will have them at a little bit of a different length, so this is not going to be exactly as long as the other one, because it's going to look more interesting if it's not, so let's go and do that. I think we do it something like this, and then we want to go and texture it. So let's go and texture and find a nice way to do it. So I feel like we have our harbor deck pretty much ready here, and then later we might be adding some houses here. Maybe a lighthouse of some sort or something, or we might be using also this one, which is my water house thingy. And maybe we'll put it next to our harbor or further out, or we could even put it on land. I don't think it's gonna be very nice to have there. I don't know, guys, maybe it is pretty cool there. It looks like a very, very tall building if you have it like that. And it would be maybe interesting to have a taller building. Let me know, guys, what you think about it. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, got a lot of the harbor done. What I would like to do maybe in the future would be to go in and do some like barrels, some crates and stuff like that, because I think that is important to have like a harbor we can like decorate with some barrels like that, and we can even have some barrel of berries if we want to. Pretty much just decorate around, have some crates, so we can have something like that going on. A lot more to be added later on. So guys, thanks for checking out today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you would like to see more, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe and hit the bell notification to get notified when I upload new videos to YouTube. So thanks for watching, and see you guys soon again, everybody.